And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Wait, 20! Watch the twist,
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. He told us he wanted to have a big game running the football. He predicted well north of 100 yards. That's a heck of a start.
And we thought he was just blustering, right? We thought he was just kind of talking and trying to maybe talk himself into it. He knew something, and now that confidence is going sky high.
And they're already in plus territory. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. Thomas, the 9-year vet. Of course, all those great seasons with Denver, 5 straight 1,000-yard campaigns in Denver. Dealt to Houston at the trade deadline last year and now trying to work his way back off an Achilles tear. And if healthy, he can certainly be a big asset for Tom Brady. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Michel. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he's going to go down again. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They run with Adrian Peterson, the 2nd active leading rusher in the NFL. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Third down, here's Haskins. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Edelman set to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Patriots take over.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of...
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. They go play action with Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys have been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on 3rd. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On the toss, here's Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He hits White, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Brady now on first down. He completes it right side to White. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. Let me go.
Brady going to throw. On the left side, a catch by White. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 42. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Wait, that's wide, 80. Check 56. I don't even know why his team showed up. Regular. 56. Mike, 56. Check it, reload.
From the gun, it's Brady. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go. 52's the flag. Check 52's the mark. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. On first down, it's Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Gets past one man. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. And what's the call here? So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing on first down is Brady. The 20 finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
53.
Brady dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Set, 380. Hey, check it.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
And he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Give them 32 on the play.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. 25 yards that time.
First down, Patriots.
Brady hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Shotgun now for Brady. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Alabama.
Brady to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Watch the safety crease.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
Keep playing hard.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And,
looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
On first down, it's Thompson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second down, Haskins. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point hooks a bit, but it's up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Brady looking deep downfield. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Haskins looking to throw on first down. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the interception by the Redskins deed leads to a touchdown. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
51's the mic. It's our time. It's how it goes.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 yards there, 1st down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Stay with your man. Go, Mike.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm coming.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is good. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think
he can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Brady throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
72.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady letting one go deep for his running. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo! 56, Mike, 56. Let's go, baby. Return over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Easy.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the clock. Hey, Foxtrot.
To throw again, Brady. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Peterson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. On 3rd down, Haskins. Caught on the right side, Reed. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain all those 40 yards here. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Thompson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. 30, 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that will get him one closer.
Patriots 13.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. He's coming. Double up, double up. Double up.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run on 2nd down with Adams. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Mike 52. Get that quarterback. That's it. Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike. Quarterback, don't get in the middle.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Let's go.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. He's going to go for a big play down. And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Kill. Squeeze. Check 4. Hey, check 24.
They go with Thompson again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. Now Haskins on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On the carry, Thompson.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Coming to you. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start? And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Eluding the pressure right. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
And now here's another interception. Picked up near the 42. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Thompson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Redskins on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Haskins to throw. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once who was down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind.